I was constantly threatened with expulsion because of the fact that I was trans.
That was Mason Wang, a young transgender activist speaking on his experiences of being dismissed by a private Christian girls' school. This discussion comes as part of the current conversation around the leaked Ruddock report on the review of religious freedoms. The report, which was leaked in the media earlier this month, recommends an amendment to the Federal Discrimination Act to allow religious schools to turn away students or teachers on the basis of sexual orientation, gender identity, or relationship status. A spokesperson from the Department of Education's Wellbeing team believes that independent or religious schools may feel the need to dismiss LGBT students to meet a consumer demand.
Because if you think of it from a marketing perspective, there's a market for faith-based teaching around particular ideas. So if the market is requiring this, then it should be allowed to be part of the criteria, because a business is allowed to market things the way they choose.
The spokesperson also acknowledges the department's limited ability to guide the independent sector to maintain an anti-discriminatory treatment of teachers and students.
We don't advise the independent or the Catholic sectors. We're a separate entity. We follow what we have, which is that we don't discriminate on teachers based on gender preference, race, all of those different things.
A 2018 survey by ANU and Deakin University may have revealed Australian youth attitudes towards the report. The study found that while adolescents support the right of religious people to express their faith, 84% of Australian teenagers surveyed believed that secondary students should be allowed to express any sexual or gender identification. Mr. Wang also believes that this issue may stem from the expectation placed on religious schools to uphold a certain standard or image.
They were very invested in their image. The reason it's profitable for these schools to be like, all right, well, we want to kick out gay students and gay teachers, is because demand-based, the customer base, the parents, wants that.
This is something Mr. Wang experienced personally after a private Facebook post about his gender identity was shared with the school body without his consent, resulting eventually in his expulsion.
I was basically threatened with defamation and expulsion. Someone must have sent that post, which was on Friends Only, to the teachers, because then they were like, a post like that is going to ruin our reputation.
The leaked report has received significant criticism from LGBT activist groups and the wider community. As a result, Prime Minister Scott Morrison has backtracked on the proposed law, stating that schools must regard the best interest of the child as the primary consideration of its conduct. He has stated that the full list of recommendations for the religious freedoms will not be released until later this year.